Over $2.9 trillion has been wiped out from major indices and stocks this morning due to growing fears of a global recession. This is the worst day for stocks since March 16th of 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic fears. Now, is this something that we are seeing with the market? A crash just like 1929? We got a lot of stuff to talk about in today's video, starting with AMC and GameStop, our favorite short squeeze plays. So watch until the end of the video because this one's an important one. Like the video for me, it is free, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, AMC got some new investors. Interestingly enough, one of them being Mudrick Capital Management. Their latest percentage of ownership being 4.6% at 17,605,138 shares. And then we also have Discovery Capital Management. Now, both of these were filed yesterday, August 1st. Latest shares being 24,483,349 shares. Now, are they purchasing them to loan them out? My guess is no. And the reason my guess is no is because they're more likely purchasing them because there is a move ahead or they are undervalued. And keep in mind, we do have earnings tonight. I don't think they are purchasing them to loan them out because they actually have enough shares to already borrow against the stock, and they end up naked shorting it anyway, right? Jumping into the charts, we're trading at $4.93, down 3.71%. AMC is likely to get a bounce off of this trend line right around $4.90, which is what you're currently about to see in about 5 minutes. Again, nothing I say is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. We have been tracking this bounce off of this low, this curl higher, now this retrace before a gap up, and I still expect that. I'm going to explain where we're at right now. Now, there's no doubt about it that this cycle has been accelerated in specific parts. Currently, from this bottom to where we're at now at the end of the day today will be 9 days and 8 hours. Keep in mind, the previous cycle, however, from the low to the bottom of this end of consolidation took 17 days and 16 hours. So until we hit 17 days, 16 hours, do not get your panties in a bunch. Now, lottery stocks, well, when is that date exactly? Well, that would actually be the Monday on August 12th, we start getting gap ups. So that entire week is when we start getting gap ups, meaning I could pull this blue cycle to extend it a little bit further if it panned out the same. Like I said before, parts of the cycles are accelerated, so take this with a grain of salt. At the same time, don't be freaking out if we don't see a move over the next couple of days. You have waited 3 years. There's no way you're this impatient, freaking out about an extra week or so. And if you are, my apologies. I'm going to give you the rest of the update on AMC as well as GameStop and what I see happening. August 2nd, National Beer Day, is the latest conspiracy that we have on Roaring Kitties emojis. His last emoji was the beer tweet, as many of you know. Now, somebody brought up a good point in Discord. Is the beer flat? Right? Is this what it means? Because AMC, GameStop for the most part are pretty flat, trading right around Roaring Kitty's average. GameStop broke below, out to the downside of the falling wedge. Normally they break to the upside, but I think the state of the market is causing this. And I've called out a bottom on GameStop around $19.80 because I believe there is a gap fill down there somewhere. So that is what we will be watching. Again, a bottom right around $19.80 if we hit that bottom, since we did break down to the downside out of this wedge. This wedge would have bottomed out around $20.75, which is where we're trading at right now. But since we broke below it aggressively, this may not be the bottom. You either see a bounce at $20.75 or you see a bounce at $19.80. I would call that in as the bottom for GameStop. The VIX is disgustingly insane, up 59% on the day, trading at 29.47. The last time we seen the VIX at these heights, I have calculated several different scenarios, and the SPY has went down between 10 and 20% for a correction. With that being said, the SPY had a level that we called out today, 528.30, for it to hold. We basically got right to that level. Now, the reason I called that out is because that is clearly at the bottom of this channel. We hit the top, we traded in the middle, hit the top, got rejected, flushed to the bottom, hit the top, actually broke out above, came up here, SPY couldn't hold. We also called this level out, we broke back in the channel, and now it is aggressive. Back-to-back days of just straight bleeding on the SPY. There's no doubt about it. You may see a relief bounce at 528.30 and come back up to retest at least 532. However, I believe once Monday starts over the weekend, you're going to get some news and we will flush further. Now, we are nearing a 6% correction, if not have already gotten it right at this level. I believe the SPY is going to come, mark your charts, right, down to at minimum 524.35 to 518.50. And if we actually get a severe correction, 508.50 on the SPY. 508.50 is what I'm watching for the SPY to bounce at, or that 10-ish% correction. If we get a 20% correction, which is very close to a crash, 454 on the SPY. Keep that level on your charts, 454, if we do start to free fall. Now, yesterday we played some earnings. Honestly, a disgusting night. I'm not gonna lie, like in a good way. Crazy night. We played puts on Intel. This thing's down 26%. Could have held a little bit longer. Closed in the morning. Closed all the positions in the morning just to be safe, but realistically should have held everything that I played a little bit longer. INTC absolutely got slaughtered, down 26%. We made almost a 1,000% gain on INTC. However, this was my smallest position that I entered last night for earnings. Now, this comes after they suspended their dividend and then plan to lay off another 19,000 employees to save money. Intel is just absolutely getting smoked. It also broke down beneath a historic trend line, which just indicates bad things across the board. Amazon, we called out coming down to 165. I think Amazon actually did bottom out right here, right? It also filled the gap, and I think 165 for the month of August was supposed to be the bottom in my book. Now, there's no doubt that it could sell off even further just based on the market, which would bring it down to 145 if Amazon can't hold and close above 165. But overall, we also had puts on Amazon, played out nicely, down 8% on the day. Tesla, 208.80, down 3.73%. We did just enter puts. I'm a little bit sketched on a couple positions that I entered. I will give you my positions at the end of the video. I entered 2 of them, Tesla being one of them. 208.80, I believe personally Tesla's coming down to 197 in about 2 to 3 weeks. And that is my price target, and I think that will be the bottom for Tesla. Nvidia got a bounce at the bottom of this channel, indicating the SPY also might get a bounce at the bottom of this channel. Let's see if it can hold up here. However, if it rejects off of 107 once again, this thing is going to still be bearish and flush down even lower. Maybe this 4-hour candle will be green, but the next 4-hour towards the end of day may just flush us down to about $100.50. And then weekend starting Monday, flash under 96 bucks, oversell, and then it will get bought back up and eaten. Okay, that is just what I expect happening. Also, the DOJ are investigating Nvidia and its acquisition of AI company Run AI on supposed antitrust grounds. Not a good thing to hear. TMF up 7.5% in anticipation of rate cuts. I do still have this in my long-term portfolio. Keep an eye on TMF and let me know if you have it in the comments down below. The next position I entered was the Qs, QQQ. I entered puts on the Qs. 28 days out, 430 strike. I think the Qs are coming down to about $416.60 at the bottom. Okay, that is what I see happening. 416.75-ish range. Lastly, want to jump onto Bitcoin really quick. We talked about who is selling Bitcoin. Well, actually, the US government. They sold 10,000 Bitcoin worth $650 million right after they just passed that Bitcoin reserve bill. This doesn't make any sense, and I want to just tell you one thing. Who gives a damn? What I can tell you about the chart is, yeah, it looks bearish. However, what you're seeing up here is not only a triple top, which if it holds again, it will be bullish, holds above 60K. We want it to hold above 60K, but you're seeing consolidation. We're on the weekly time frame right here. This is a lot of consolidation for Bitcoin to be held up in this range. From March 4th, the week of March 4th to now, basically the week of August, 6-month consolidation basically shows actual long-term strength for Bitcoin. And that's just what I want to throw in there. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. Please don't click off yet. I want to tell you that we are nearing 30,000 subs. And if you're not subbed and you keep coming back to the channel, please subscribe, join the family, turn post notifications on, and also join the Discord family. The link is under the video. It is the 3rd link in the description. I post my trades as soon as I take them in there. We talk stocks and crypto all day long. Best vibes, there are no bad questions. And yeah, it's a coffee a month. I'm not overcharging. You guys will not regret getting in. Also, if you want a 14-day free trial for my custom indicator to add to your TradingView charts to help you on your trading journey, who knows, maybe you'll make a ton of money in the 14 days and you can cancel the free trial, but I don't think that you will want to. Go check out my indicator. It's the top link in the video, and the 2nd link in the description and pinned in the top of comments is for Moomoo, where they just launched crypto trading, viewing other exchanges, giving retail access to trading options, going long, going short, level 2 order book data for free, and more. Anyway, if you use the link, open an account through them and make a deposit into there, you will get up to 20 free stocks and earn 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash. So this is a limited time deal. Go do that, open an account, and make a deposit. That is it, guys. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.